Have you ever wondered why being broke seems like a reserved seat only for the poor? Now, there's a question worth pondering over a cup of coffee. It's a common misconception, isn't it? The idea that only the poor encounter the broke monster. But let's face it, the reality is far from it. In the grand theater of life, being broke isn't a performance exclusive to the poor. The wealthy, too, on occasion, find themselves sharing the stage with the broke monster. Picture a millionaire who, despite their wealth, wakes up one morning to realize their bank account is on a diet. Sounds quite ridiculous, doesn't it? Yet, it happens more often than you'd think. The reason behind this fascinating conundrum isn't just monetary, it's psychological and social as well. The human mind is a curious thing. It often convinces us that the more money we have, the more we can spend. And before you know it, we're caught up in a whirlwind of extravagant purchases and mounting bills. Then there's society, the ever-watchful eye. It often pressures individuals, rich or poor, into maintaining a certain lifestyle, a particular image. And let's not forget the unexpected twists and turns life often throws our way. A business venture gone wrong or an investment that didn't quite pan out. So whether you're swimming in a pool of gold coins like Scrooge McDuck or counting pennies like Charlie Bucket, the broke monster doesn't discriminate. It's an equal opportunity offender, ready to pounce when you least expect it. But remember, being broke is more about a state of mind than a state of wallet. It's about understanding that no one, regardless of their financial status, is immune to financial pitfalls. It's about realizing that it's not how much money you make, but how well you manage it that truly matters. So, let's not book that broke ticket just yet, shall we? But wait, isn't it ironic that the rich also go broke? Let's dive into this paradox. It's a common assumption that the wealthy are immune to bankruptcy, yet their gold-plated Titanic can hit an iceberg of financial ruin too. Picture this, a billionaire with a penchant for diamond-encrusted everything. He's got more zeros in his bank account than a math textbook, but his spending habits would make a lottery winner blush. Why, you ask? Well, it's a little something we like to call lifestyle inflation. As the income grows, so do the expenses. Suddenly, a regular cup of coffee isn't enough. It must be a gold-dusted latte served in a crystal mug. And don't even get me started on the private islands and the pet tigers. It's like a game of Monopoly, but with real money and no get-out-of-jail-free cards. Then, there's the risky investment club. These are the folks who see their wealth as a ticket to the high-stakes poker game of investment. They're all in, pushing their chips into the middle of the table on a hunch. Sometimes they hit the jackpot, but when they don't, it's a nosedive from the penthouse to the pavement. Now, don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with a little risk, a little extravagance. But without financial literacy, these become the express lanes on the highway to bankruptcy. Financial literacy, my friends, is the unsung hero of wealth management. It's the compass that keeps the ship of wealth on course, the lighthouse guiding it safely to shore. So, the rich-poor paradox isn't really about how much money you have. It's about how you manage it. It's about understanding that a dollar saved is a dollar earned, and that a diamond-encrusted coffee mug is, well, probably an unnecessary expense. Well, it appears that the broke train is open to all, first class, business, and economy. Now, how do we keep our wallets from catching the broke bug? The million-dollar question. Let's dive in. First off, we've got budgeting. Think of it like dieting for your wallet. Feed it too much junk, or in this case, senseless spending, and it's going to feel bloated and unhappy. But balance your financial food groups, the essentials, savings, and a little bit of fun money, and voila! Your wallet's looking slim and happy, sashaying down the financial runway. Next, we've got saving. Now, I know what you're thinking. Saving is as exciting as watching paint dry. But hear me out. Saving is your financial superhero, swooping in to save the day when unexpected expenses come knocking. So start small. Even a penny a day can turn into $1 over time. And before you know it, you've got your own personal superhero fund. Investing, on the other hand, is like the thrilling sequel to saving. It's where your money gets to go out and make new friends, or rather, more money. Now, there's a bit of a learning curve, but don't let that scare you. There are plenty of resources out there to help you navigate the investment jungle. And remember, even the most successful investors started somewhere. So why not here and now? Lastly, let's talk about living within your means. It's easy to get caught up in the glitz and glamour of the latest gadgets or designer clothes. But that's like trying to keep up with the Joneses, who, by the way, are probably in debt up to their eyeballs. So instead of keeping pace with the Joneses, how about we take a leisurely stroll within our own financial lane? Trust me, your bank account will thank you. So there you have it, folks. 4 practical yet witty ways to avoid the broke bug and start building your financial health. It's not about striking it rich overnight, but about making small, consistent steps towards financial well-being. Remember, it's not about how much money you have, but how you use it. So don't let your wallet catch a cold. So, is going broke only for the poor? Well, we've seen that's not the case. We've traveled through the broke conundrum, dived into the rich-poor paradox, and even plotted our great financial escape. And what have we discovered? Regardless of whether you're swimming in cash like Scrooge McDuck or pinching pennies like a miser, the specter of going broke can haunt anyone. It's not about how much money you have, but how you manage it. Remember, financial literacy isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. It's the difference between sailing in a yacht and sinking in a dinghy. And it's a skill that needs to be honed, regardless of your bank balance. In the end, it's not about the size of your wallet, but the wisdom of your choices. So the next time someone tells you that going broke is a poor people thing, you can confidently say, no, it's a poor financial decisions thing. Thanks for watching. Please comment so we can make better videos for your viewing pleasure. Like and subscribe to BC Media.